Welcome back. Or if this is your first time, hi, I'm Jenna. Unless you already know me, then I'm still Jenna. Um, welcome to my channel where I just like to spread some love and healing and positive vibrations. So this is going to be a pick a card. I have 6 different options for you today. It's kind of, crazy wild time. All right, so pile number 1 is the Bride of Waters. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pick the card that draws you in the most, using your intuition or a gut feeling, or whatever you like the best. Oh, and today we're gonna be talking about why I love you, or what makes you so lovable if I don't personally know you. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Bride of the Waters. Then we've got pile 2 being the Lord of the Sea. Pile 3, the Colors of the Wind. Okay, these are piles 1, 2, and 3. The Bride of the Waters, the Lord of the Sea, and the Colors of the Wind. The timestamps are going to be below in the description, along with your channeled song, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you at your pile and tell you why I love you and why people love you, what makes you so lovable. Bye for now. Not bye for now. I'll see you at the pile. Just ignore me. All right, so our Bride of Waters. Perfect. So let's talk about what makes you lovable. I did some channeled messages earlier, and so I'm going to be just reading what I was intuitively picking up earlier when I was picking out the piles while I shuffle. Okay, so this is why I love you. You're kind of like sneaky. You act like you don't know what's up, but you really do know what's up. Like you, it's not like playing dumb, but like you don't let on. You let people underestimate you sometimes because it kind of works to your advantage. Let them if they're going to. You don't have any doubts. You don't let your doubts control you. You don't let your fears control you. People might say that you've got your head up in the clouds, or that like you're naive or whatever, or ignorance is bliss, but like really you just realize that imagination and creativity and like being dreamy and whimsical is the smart move. So you just let people think what they think. You like luxury. You look really good in sundresses. You are open to learning, and you're very spontaneous. You're always looking for the like next random adventure. You just want to end up in a strange place. You're constantly changing your world every single day, like a whole new world. That's like the background music right now. Like, yeah. You are not like a morning person or a night person or like an afternoon person. Like, you are a day, night, and every time person. It's just like whenever you're awake. You're a fat chiller. Your hair is probably very long and beautiful, or just people really like your hair in general. But I am seeing just like long, silky locks. Or like braids, like really nice long braids. Yes. Or even, yeah, just soft. Very soft. And on the longer side, probably. If not, it's okay. You have a great memory. You like are like an elephant. You never forget. You never forget. You might be really good at geography or like state capitals, or like, you know where countries are, like, you know where, like, you always know, you're a compass, like, you always know where the northwest, east, and south is. Never eat soggy waffles. That's, like, the mnemonic for remembering that. You're also, what's, like, really amazing about you is that you've combined your emotions with your personality. Like, you've integrated them. Like, you're not, like, repressive. You're not repressing your emotions. You don't pretend. Like, you make your emotions a part of who you are. You have really good rhythm. So, like, you're a really good dancer. And if you're thinking, I'm not a good dancer right now, you're a really good dancer when you're not thinking about, am I a good dancer? Like, when you're not thinking about the dancing, you're really good at it. I mean, and you might be really good at it when you think about it too. You're not afraid of your emotions, and you're willing to openly express them. And you kind of express them in a very creative way, which kind of like shines a light. You become a lighthouse for people because you creatively express yourself. You're not afraid of that. You've got a sunny disposition, and you're not afraid to, like, look at the bright side or be optimistic. A lot of people are, like, afraid to look at the bright side. They're afraid to be optimistic because they don't want to get their hopes up. But you're not afraid of that. You're really not afraid of that. And I don't know. I think that's really impressive. You're, like, the person that I would want to hang out with. You're lovable because you go with the flow. Like, you've already confronted the fickleness of your existence. Like, you already know that life goes on. Like, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Like, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. You know that you're gonna die, and like, life is just gonna continue to happen. Yeah, like, you just know that, and so you live life like that, which helps you go with the flow and be creative. Like, that's why you don't care about what people think, or like, you care, but like, that's why you don't base your self-worth off of it. You kind of have a rock and roll type of attitude and a very like Bob Marley viewpoint. Like, don't worry, be happy. Or get up, stand up for your rights. You've released a lot of your inner conflict, and like, you might have used to be like extremely like overthinking, or maybe even a people pleaser, like, but you've released that. And because of that, you're a calm person that your friends like. You're probably the therapist. People call you, and they like, you always just like make them feel like everything's gonna be okay. You make life feel like a dream. Oh, your eyes. Your eyes are like a physical thing that people really love. Like, you're really beautiful. Like, you're really beautiful. But people love your eyes. They love them. They literally love your eyes. They're very like hypnotizing. Like, they put people in a trance. You call a lot of attention to yourself, but you're not like an attention seeker. You're not really doing it on purpose. Like, you're not trying to get all this attention, but you really just are. And because of that, you probably have some haters. People gossip about you every now and then, but like, you know that it's not your fault. They're just jealous, or like, they're not willing to confront their own inner demons, and they just like don't want you to live happily because they can't live happily. But like, the fact that you don't let that get to you makes you so lovable. Your smile makes people feel better. Like, if you smile at someone in the grocery store, or like on the street, or at a drive-through, or like even when you're just like driving, like, it really impacts that person's day, like, immediately. Like, you change the rest of their day just from your smile. It's just genuine. It makes people feel better. You've got a whimsical dreamscape vibe to you. And people are really like obsessed with that. They probably watch you online. You've manifested your own greatness. Like, you've really, 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 really manifested your own greatness. you're a master manifester. You're extremely empowering, and you guide people with knowledge and emotion and inspiration. Like, you're just extremely inspirational. Even if people aren't always telling you about how inspirational you are, you are. Because you have just so much wisdom, and you're not afraid to share that with people. You're very creative. You've got good fortune. You might just seem lucky. People are like, why are good things always happening to them? You've got a lot of spiritual wealth. And you quite literally represent the power of water itself. So you might be a Cancer. You might be a Leo, because you do have a warm light to you. You might be a Sagittarius. You might be a Taurus or a Libra or a Virgo. I'm thinking like a Cancer Venus. Or any of those might be your rising too. Your moon might be an air sign or a water sign, honestly. Yeah. Okay. So that's everything that I channeled for you. Now I'm going to be picking out of random a piece of art that kind of represents another reason why you're so lovable, beautiful too. You are very beautiful. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I channeled a song for you, so go look it up. It's called Look What God Gave Her by Thomas Rhett, and I'll put like a link down to it too. Yeah, okay. So, the art that I pulled out for you is, it's like a tie-dye with like a energy warp telescope binocular type thing, and it says, "Wonder Where." You're very expansive. You're always looking for the next opportunity. You're very colorful. You're very artistic. You are very observant, very keen on details. Yeah, very keen on details. And you're just powerful. You look from a place of power. You're not looking from a place of insecurity or a place of need. Like, you're looking from your own power, and you're looking to find love and see beauty in the world. You're looking for pleasurable experiences, for like loving relationships. Unconditional love's probably very important to you. And you look with creativity and with your third eye. And you express it outward. You bring that personal power that you have and you push it outward, and people love that. You're awesome. Okay, let's get into the cards that I pulled for you. I didn't even realize what I was pulling, so this is kind of funny. For your chakra energy cards, I pulled out a throat chakra card and a third eye chakra card, the 5th and the 6th. Expressing your feelings. You allow your emotions to be fully experienced. You acknowledge any of your feelings, and you make a conscious effort to express your emotions or resolve them within yourself so that you can move forward freely. You let the unconditional love experienced in your heart be expressed through your voice and your creativity. You might be a really good singer. You might be an artist. You might be a creative leader. You let those close to you know how much you love and care for them. You forgive all those who have done you wrong in the past, as well as forgiving yourself, because you know that you could not have responded in a more evolved way than you were able to at the time. So people really love how expressive you are, how they don't have to question about what's going on in your head. And if they do, that's their problem. It's not because you're doing anything. You're you stick up for yourself. You let yourself be heard and be known. And then we also have the third eye chakra, imagination. You use your imagination as you create and pursue your dreams and wishes. You ask yourself, what do I want? You know that your thoughts create your reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. You use this power to create harmonious relationships between all these levels. You imagine the life that you would like to have, and you encourage your thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, you hear and see the truth. These beautiful colors. You've gone into the unknown. That's this song in the background. Okay, I also pulled 2 crystal cards. You're lying. Okay, this is like so funny how much all of this is tying in. I love it when that happens. So we've got kyanite, truth, communication, clarity. You might have Aries, Taurus, or Libra in your Jupiter or your Neptune, or in your rising or in your moon, or in your Mercury, honestly. You speak your truth. Kyanite, you cut through confusion, fears, and negativity to connect yourself to your most authentic self and soothe your soul. You have sharp leadership skills and enhanced communication skills, giving you the boost that you need when addressing groups. You open pathways and act as a bridge from person to person or even between dimensions, delivering telepathic messages. Kyanite, not kyanite, but also kyanite. You have a really open throat chakra, and you bring clarity and focus when you need it and when other people need it. Like you're there for the clarity. And look at how beautiful that card is. So maybe even get a kyanite. Wear it around your neck. We've also got Septarian, direction, fearless communication. Ooh, you might be into dragons. This is known as the Dragon Stone, and it instills fierce confidence and self-esteem. So you have fierce confidence and self-esteem, especially in front of an audience. You have a very a high public appearance, a high status, but you're also very private and you protect yourself in your inner world. You guard your secrets and you value your inner space. You're incredibly grounded and connected to the earth. Septarian, people love you because you can see when they're not good. Like you can read their body language. Like you can tell when your friends aren't okay. And you check in on them. You might just be the person that randomly texts people when they're having a bad day. You also listen to your own body's needs by building a strong relationship with your body. People love your self-love and your self-confidence and body positivity. You might be a Taurus or Sagittarius sun or rising. You've definitely got a fire sign. Like you definitely either have a fire sign in your rising or in your sun sign. Like you have to. No way. Maybe a water one, maybe. You really like community. You're kind of like a queen bee, although you may not see yourself like that. People see you like that. These are spirit animal cards. You're a very hard worker. You're obsessed with your community. You want to bring your community together. You just want to do your part. You absolutely just want to do your part. And you just want to fly around with your friends and create honey, make honey, and taste the sweet nectar of life from a cosmic explosion of beauty and love. You're like a bee, a busy bee. You're a busy bee. People might think you're a lot busier than you actually are. You also have the moth spirit. You are attracted to anything that's light, anything that's positive. You just really like positive vibes. That's just really it. And do you want to build a snowman? You just want to have fun. You want to be a little bit playful. You're a playful person. People maybe when you were younger might have called you annoying, and it's probably because they were insecure and they were afraid of your heart and your personal power. And that might have brought you into the darkness for a little bit, but you flew straight out of that darkness and into the light. Yeah. So people love that. You're literally an inspiration. Like, you are a, like, we made it story. And then we also have the fish, and it's got a red moon. So, like, you ground, like, cosmic abundance into the world. You might manifest with the moon a lot. That might be how you ground things. You go with the flow. You may be like bubbles. I don't know. And, like, this looks like a koi fish to me. So, like, maybe you like to feed koi fish in a pond or something. You're very special, and people very much just like people want to just like pick you up and buy you from PetSmart or like win you at a fair. You're not afraid to go into your emotional depths and the emotional depths of other people. You know how to float around life's obstacles rather than trying to get over them. Like, you know how to just go around them. You're very good at like circumnavigating. You're very intuitive. You see things before they happen, like, so you know like what problems to avoid and such. Okay, then I also picked some tarot cards, and these are honestly quite amazing. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck, pile one? Okay, so we've got the moon. People literally howl at you like you're like a god. They watch you for sure. You're not afraid to cry. You don't think that it makes you weak. Yeah, and you really just like to explore like the hidden emotions in people's lives. And you express it. You express your heart. Okay, we have almost all of the queens. We have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. But the Queen of Swords is reversed, so you're a no drama kind of gal. You will hold back your truth if you have to, if it's just gonna like stop some drama, like you're just gonna cut it off. You're gonna be like, no, I don't want to deal with this. You may not express your truth enough, and you're probably learning how to set boundaries really well in your life and protect yourself, protect that heart of yours. You're not like aggressive about it. You're very like affirming, like you affirm people, like you reassure them with your truths. Ruby. People are also wondering where you are and like what you're up to. That's another thing this art tells me. You might be really good with your animals and like people see that. She's licking my hand. You're very generous. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. You're very abundant. You might have a rabbit. You might love roses and peonies and apples and oranges and grapes. People see you as very abundant, either just emotionally or even financially. Like you might really just like have a booming business. Also, you wear really nice jewelry. Yeah. You might like hiking too. Then we have the Fool. You are not afraid of a new beginning. You're not. And people might think that you're a fool. Like I said earlier, like you're naive. Oh, you're a fool for blindly just walking off the edge of a cliff. But you trust that the universe will catch you. You're not afraid of new beginnings. You're not afraid of the unknown. You think it's fun. It's fun. You might have spent a lot of your life being afraid. And like the fact that you're not anymore like adds to your lovableness. Then we have Queen of Cups. Like you can fill your own cup, and that's why you're able to give so much to others. You give a lot of love. Because of that, people have crowned you their queen. And then we have the Magician. You're a master manifester. Someone might be manifesting you. So if you're not in a romantic connection, or if you don't feel like you have like all of your soul tribe or like best friends, you are being manifested and you are manifesting. You quite literally manifested your greatness. Like I said earlier, like you're just like dripped in gold. Everyone loves you. Literally everyone loves you. And if they're not expressing it, it's because they're scared that they're not going to be able to do it as well as you, or because they just think that like you somehow have enough, or they're jealous of it. Because then we literally have the Ace of Cups. Your cup overflows. You're overflowing with love because your head's in the clouds, because you fly high above and you have a new perspective. You accept love from the universe. You've cried and you've let your tears become what healed you and what filled your cup. You're beautiful. Like inside and outside. Like you're hot, but also like you're beautiful. People just genuinely love you. Genuinely. Okay, I'm gonna pick some magnet words, see if we can get another little message for you. All right. You've spent a lot of time resting and healing. And like your inner harmony makes, I've got harmony make through flurry. Like your inner harmony makes you through any storms, any flurry, anything that's thrown your way. Like you're very balanced inward. You've got a beautiful inner harmony, a beautiful high vibrational frequency of love and light. And like you just let that carry you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I cannot wait to see you again soon. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment about, you know, what resonated in this, if you'd like. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye. All right, hello, the Lord of the Sea. Right off the bat, you're some sort of spiritual leader. And if you're not, like, you have been in like a past life, or you have a desire to be, or you have the ability to be, you're definitely a leader of some sorts, whether you recognize it or not. Me trying to figure this out. I did this in the last pile too. Good job, Jenna. Okay, there we go. I did it. Okay. You might be really good at like giving yourself props. But I did channel some messages beforehand. Just intuitively writing down some things when I was just looking at this card. So yeah, I'll read those to you as I shuffle and as I get your cards. Okay, Lord of the Sea. You watch out for other people. You make them feel very like protected. People know that like you have their back. That's why they love you. That's why I love you if you're my friend. If not, let's be friends. I love a little protection, a little loyalty. You allow your passions to shape your life. You go after what you're passionate for, whether that be your family or a specific craft or people or a person or, you know, a hobby. Like you allow that to shape your life. You make time for it. You live for your passions. You kind of have an air of royalty to you. You seem larger than life, and people probably don't tell you that a lot, but like you are attuned to greater secrets, and people feel like like they'll learn something just by being around you, that like you'll like tell them some like the secret to life somehow. Your energy is very restless, but in the sense where like you are just building and building and building until you can crash down and bring change, like a wave. I like just looking at this card and earlier, like I felt a very like powerful magnetic attraction to your power. Like you've got a lot of power within you. Yeah, you've got a lot of power within you. You're like a treasure in people's lives, where people feel like you hold the key to life's treasures. I was thinking about acapella randomly and like Pitch Perfect, so I don't know if you like do acapella or you're like musical in some way. You're definitely spiritual. You're into chakras. People get the feeling that like you've got tricks up your sleeve. Like you're a little bit of like you're a wild card. You're like funny, definitely funny, maybe a jokester, a prankster, but like you've got tricks up your sleeve. You're not showing all your cards. Like a street magician. You don't cause any harm. You might not actually be a magician, but like, I mean, like on stage. But if you could pull a rabbit out of a hat, that would be cool. Or like a cat out of the hat. You might like Dr. Seuss, or like that movie with Jim Carrey, The Cat in the Hat. You just want to hold and protect others. You don't want to hurt them. So you might like hermit yourself when you're not doing well, like just because you don't want to hurt the people that you love. You warn people about sharks in the water. Like if you just have a sense about something, like you are not going to be silent about it. You're not going to be silent about it. You're going to tell people like, hey, I don't think that person has your best interest. Or like, hey, like maybe you should sleep more. Or like, hey, maybe you should quit that habit or something. I really don't know. You like warn people when you feel like they're going down a dangerous path or they're going to meet a shark. You're a prankster, so April 1st, like that might be your favorite holiday, honestly. You might like to like put toothpaste in Oreos. Like give them out. You don't take life too seriously. People might have really tried to force you throughout your life to take it seriously, and something might have happened where like you realized, you know what, life is freaking short. I have literally just got to do what I got to do, and I got to do it because I got to do it, because life is short. Because what's the point of existing if you're serious? What's there to be serious about? You're serious about your goals, you're serious about your passions, but you're not serious about like the typical things that people are serious about, if that makes sense. But you might get into the habit of that just to make the people around you happy sometimes. So maybe that's a reminder for you. You feel like a safe passage to and through life's mysteries. People feel like they can really trust you, and like you're a safe space for people that are going through things. Absolutely. People come to you like when they're feeling really down, or people like hold on to the idea of you, or like they enjoy your social media, or they look back on their memories with you when they're going through a tough time, because like somehow like your spirit just like brings them, or me, honestly, if I know you, to the more intricate like mysteries of life, what it's really about, because of the way that you live your life, or the way that you've affected people throughout your life. You have a lot of courage. You're very brave. You're able to leave behind what's not meant for you. You're able to get back up again and keep trying. You're cover boy pretty with an unruly heart. You're cover boy pretty. I feel like you're like no, but like no, you really are. Like people think you're pretty. Um you're very thoughtful. You're very thoughtful. You think a lot. You might have an air sign moon. You've got an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Like you really just want to keep learning. You really want to figure things out. You want to make the right moves for you and for the people that you love and care about. You're a work of art, and your smile could light up a dark desert. And it does. Like you're a safe passage through the valley of death, like people's shadow sides. Like you bring them to safety because you're very protective. And that's why, like, I love you. That's why people love you. Your biggest fear is having an ugly heart, becoming someone who has an ugly heart that's, you know, so pious and so, like, self-important that they don't even realize it. Like, that's your biggest fear. We're accidentally getting tricked by someone who has an ugly heart. That's your biggest fear. So you're gonna do anything to like stop that. You're not afraid to dive deep because the water, yeah, into life's mysteries. You are a crafty wielder of magic. So you might literally be like magical. Like people feel like you're magical at least, and that's why they love you, because you just are. Just your smile is magical. You're a great leader. I already said that. You never let the spark of your soul die out. You always find it again, and like you always keep a little bit of it nourished however you can. Like however you can, you always keep a little bit of it nourished. Okay? You always keep a little bit of it nourished. And you might inspire obsession about people, or you might like from people, or you might be obsessive yourself. Like when you're really into something, you're really into it. You get like hyper focused on it. You can't stop thinking about it because it makes you happy. That's how you don't let the spark of your soul die out. You like rules, but only so that you can figure out the best way to break them. You're a dreamer. You might be really into like astral projection or lucid dreaming. You're an enchanter of the heart. Throughout all the storms of life, you've got many, many, many layers. You're like an onion, like Shrek, like an ogre. No, you're not an ogre though. But you might feel like you're an ogre, but really you're a cover boy pretty. You're an electric lover. Explosive, like thunder and volcanoes. People just feel like on fire, like electric. Thank you for sending me love. I can feel it. You're an angel. You're a butterfly angel that people just want to catch because they love you. They just want to have and hold you. But you're very much about like your freedom, because you want to make sure that you're making decisions based off of what you want and what you think is best, not like whatever whim comes your way. Like you really are thoughtful about your actions. And then you get decisive about them. Like you don't want to be manipulated. Your words echo through people's subconscious, so they inspire growth. Like things that you said, like quite literally are in people's subconscious. People might have dreams about you a lot, like you like help them somehow subconsciously work through things. And you inspire growth. You change people. You only make decisions from places of surety. And I literally pulled open to the Two of Rods. Like you weigh all your options. You weigh all your options and you really figure out the best way to do something. You only want to make big moves from a place of security, surety, like knowing what, and you're not going to half-ass it. You're really good with money. You're really good with investing, so you might have some earth sign in you. Your thoughts obey you. You're very regenerative and you always rise again no matter what. Like nothing can kill you. Nothing can stop you. You're a very generous gift giver. You just want to make people happy. You're a knight in shining armor. You admit when you're wrong. You're capable of it. You don't think that it makes you weak or a bad person. You're kind of like a golden boy, and people probably think about how you're a good kisser, or like if like people have kissed you before, they're like, wow, that was a good kisser. Like you're like top 3 on most people's list. And you're just very friendly. You're very friendly. Like people just want to be your friend. You attract people because you're so warm and sunshiny and hardworking and determined, and just like you're careful but also reckless, and it's just like I have chills. You're just a lovely human. Like I want to cry about it for some reason. Like people really, really love you. They really love you. And I hope they tell you. And then the song that I felt was right for you is Baseball by Hippocampus. I'll put a link to it down in the description, but yeah, you should listen to it. It really matches you perfectly. Yeah. You're so loved. Okay, and then I'm also going to be picking out of my stack of, artwork. I'm going to just be like picking whichever one feels right, to give you some more information on why I love you or why other people love you. Okay, I just picked 2, but it's fitting. Tonight I'll dream with you, please. You are in people's dreams. Like, this is about the ocean, about the subconscious, about the moon, the emotions. Like, you really hit people, like, in their emotional beings. Like, people dream about you. People want to dream about you. You might be many people's greatest wish. Because you're like a light. You're a moon. A big, bright moon in the dark. And you reflect that light onto the people you love, to show them the way. You're just helpful. You're just like a kind, helpful person. I don't know what to tell you. And then we also have this. You've got a really big heart. You might have beautiful blue eyes, or like your eyes might just be something. You might have kind of shaggy hair. You're very creative. You're very like rooted in the world, rooted in the earth. You've got a very expansive crown chakra. Your third eye is wide open. And like that love that you have within you radiates outward. You might have really nice eyebrows. I don't know. You make people feel safe. You make me feel safe. This energy feels like I'm in a warm blanket, like being rocked on like a paddle boat, or like a paddle boat. I don't even know what a paddle boat is, but I said it. Like a canoe. And I'm like stargazing, and the water is like rushing, and I'm in a warm like flannel fluffy jacket. Patagonia. I don't know why I'm thinking about Patagonia. Okay. Now, let's look into the cards that I pulled for you. So we'll start with your chakras, because we know you like chakras. I pulled a root chakra. Patience. You observe in nature, you see that growth takes time, and you allow time for it. You're very good at reflection. You're very persistent. You are able to surrender, and you allow things to unfold at their own pace. You trust in the universe's timing. You remain calm and tolerant during challenging times. You develop quiet hope and expectations based on trust in both yourself and some sort of higher power. Then we also have a solar, so that was the red one. Then we also have a solar plexus chakra, oneness and unity. You support people and you let them support you. You allow yourself to empathize and sympathize with others, and you choose to see love all around you. You see everything as a part of your own life, and you accept others for who you are, and you find common ground with others rather than differences, because you know that that's what brings harmony into your life and into theirs. Also, fourth chakra, the heart chakra. So we've got red, yellow, green. Compassion and forgiveness. You let go of anger and resentments and torments from the past. You don't give your power away to those involved. You see that forgiveness is a gift that you give to yourself and others. You forgive yourself for the things that you think you could have done differently in the past. You're compassionate to people in need, and this shows them that they're not alone. You practice that by listening, sharing, and understanding, and being of service. Like, you're just like an all-around, like, great human being. I don't know what to tell you. Then we also have 2 animal cards. We have the whale and the bear. I'm getting a lot of earth vibes from you, like maybe like a Virgo or a Capricorn rising. Maybe like your Venus is definitely like Virgo or Capricorn or Taurus. Probably not Virgo. Capricorn or Taurus. Yeah, you're up there. You're protective. You're loving. You probably give amazing hugs. You probably hibernate every now and then to think things through. Yeah, you're very analytical. Definitely like an air moon. Your sun sign, honestly, could be water, could be earth, could be fire, but I don't think it's air. Yeah. And then we also have the whale spirit. I'm like thinking about whale noises like whoa. But whales are very ancient, so you might have a very old soul. Whales are very peaceful. They're huge. They're larger than life. They're like 50 football fields or school buses. I don't remember the exact thing they told me, but in like elementary school. You're a whale. You've got a big eye that sees both sides of everything. You swim through life's problems. You dive deep. You might like dive deep for a really long time and like let all the water like explode kind of within, like not explode, but build up within you. And then like you just rise to the surface and you just let your emotions explode out of your blowhole. Yeah, so take that as you wish. You might really like sushi or like salmon, because like bears, I don't know. You might like fishing, because bears like fish. You might like caves, camping. You're a camper for sure. Lakes, ponds, rivers. Yeah, that's where you like to hang out. The ocean, obviously. Then I also pulled some crystal cards for you. We've got lapis lazuli, royalty, transformation, immortality. You might be a Sagittarius. It says that at the bottom. You're regal in all forms. You might have an obsession with ancient Egypt. You've got an intense ability to expand the heart's capacity for love. You guide people's souls and protect their journey from life to death. True wisdom comes from within you, and you facilitate that by like unearthing your core truths. You're not afraid to go within, or you'll do it. You face your fears. You're ready for a spiritual transformation, and you might show up in people's lives when they're ready for a spiritual transformation. Taking people and yourself to the depths of who they and you are, unveiling deeper awareness so that you can become the leader of your own life. I love how that all ties in. Lapis lazuli. Yeah, I'm getting heavy like immortal ancient Egypt god, like your Thoth. You might write poetry. Cinnabar. Manifestation, wealth, inspiration. You might have your Mercury in Leo. What the card says. Not me. I mean, I feel it. You're an alchemist. You have enhanced metaphysical abilities. You're able to call in abundance and manifest any of your heart's desires. You might be into dragons or like dragon's blood incense. You're a gem. You might like Persian culture or like Persian carpets even. Persian cats. You might like cats, honestly, because like they're warm and fuzzy. And they just sit on your lap. You have a powerful, enhanced life force, and you bring out other people's life force. You enhance it. You have the stamina that you need to carry out your tasks, and you provide that for other people too. You go after all the things that can feel larger than life. It literally says larger than life. What the heck? You ground people and you encourage people to reach beyond what they believed was possible, because you're always doing that. Your Mars might be in Libra, or your Venus might be in Libra. This is purple tourmaline. Grounding, protection, serenity. You get straight to the heart of the matter, dispelling any negative... Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Maybe you get phone calls a lot, or maybe there's someone you need to call. Like your mom, I don't know. Call me. Okay, let me not have a panic attack about this. Yeah, you dispel negativity around core wounds, especially issues carried over from past lives. You're a great protector, and you create a shield between you and any sort of like invasion, possession, and unwanted attachments, or like you can do that for other people too. You remove illusions so you can see reality for what it is without any judgment. You are where serenity and peace lies, because you're able to detach from your external views or the external viewpoint that people have of you or of others. You ground yourself with love and trust that you're always protected, and because of that, like, your energy brings that to people. You're great. I also pulled 4 tarot cards for you. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you definitely make stable, abundant offers, but like you're a little bit slow about it. Like, you take your time, you're very patient, and you like teach other people to be patient. 8 of Cups. You're not afraid to leave and look for what's missing in your life. You're not afraid to go into your emotions, and I mean, once again, you might be afraid, but you have a lot of courage. You know you're protected. You'll leave an entire life that you've built if it doesn't feel right. You'll leave anything that doesn't feel right because you respect yourself, and you know that life happens for you, not to you. And you're not going to put up with anything that doesn't feel right. You need things to feel right in your core. You've got a great sense of intuition. 9 of Rods. You're very strong. You can fight any battle, whether it's inner conflict or outer conflict. Like, you will fight to the end for the people that you love and for yourself, for your passions, and for living the life that you want to live. Karate. You might like karate. And then the 4 of Rods. You're a celebrator. People want to celebrate you. You want to celebrate people. People probably like to party with you. Like, you could have been like a frat boy in the past. Like, you might be really good at Pong. Or like beer die. Or, I don't know. People just like to like drink with you, honestly. Like, it's not a party until you get there. People celebrate your existence. Okay, and then I got these like magnet like poem things. I'm gonna pull one for you. Or like a few. Oh, that was from the last pile. You're very composed. Very composed. You keep your cool. You know when to rest. You're very graceful. You're very playful. You might use the word swell. You're beautiful, and you're a freaking genius. Literally beautiful and genius. You might make things. You make life beautiful with some sort of genius burst of harmony and movement, and you orchestrate things. You're like a master builder, planner. And you fill people up with love and harmony till you blast off and they blast off. I don't even know. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you again soon. Like, comment, share if you want. I don't know, subscribe. Tell me what resonated, what didn't. Like, if I got anything spot on, I'd love to hear about that. Thank you so much. I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, my pile 3, the colors of the wind. There's something very special about you. The number 18 might be relevant to you, or like January 8th, or the number 8, or August 1st. You might be a life path number 9. 2018 might have been a big year for you. 2081 might be a big year for you. Yeah. You might be 18 years old. Color of the wind. Okay, so I channeled some messages for you and a song. And I'm also going to be picking some art for you, picking some magnetic poem words, making a little phrase for you. And I'm going to be picking cards, oracle cards, and like animal spirit cards, and chakra cards, and a few tarot cards for you while I read this. Okay, so the song that I channeled for you is Live Like We're Dying by Chris Allen. Like, gotta live like we're dying, oh, like we're dying. You're a very, very, very good listener. When people love you, there's no turning back. Like, there's nothing holding me back. There's no turning back when people love you. Like, okay, I just pulled so many when I said that. Like, there's literally no turning back when people love you. That's really it. Okay. There's no turning back. Like, people are like, this is an all or nothing type moment for them. You are very magnetic. You pull people into you. You don't, but like, here's the thing. You don't give people the chance to tear you apart. If you don't trust someone, like, they have to work for it. And that's why there's no turning back. Like, they're gonna get so wrapped up in working for it. You might be like a very fast runner. Like, you might have done like track in high school or in college or something. Or you might just like going on runs. You're very intellectually stimulating. You really like to be intellectually stimulated. You might be either an air sign, so like Libra, Aquarius, or Libra, Aquarius, or the other one, Gemini. You might be a Gemini. Or you might have that in your moon or your rising. Or honestly in your Venus too. You might be a Sagittarius. You might be a Virgo. Or a Scorpio. Or have that in like one of your major planets if you're into astrology. You have a very determined mind. I'm getting like heavy Aquarius, Sagittarius, freedom vibes. You have a determined mind, and people like cannot get you to question yourself. Like, people are not going to like make you doubt yourself. You know what your truth is, and like no one is going to instill any sort of like second thought in you about it. You never regress. You never like backtrack, or if you do, you immediately get back on your feet. You've got a very colorful, big personality. You're the life of the party. You're a burst of energy. You make people feel energetic. You give people a burst of energy. You're good at letting go things that don't serve you. You follow your gut and you follow your heart. People might think you're very secretive, but like it's an accident. You just like don't like, you just like, if people don't ask you about it, you're just not gonna talk about it. So people might think you're like very secretive, like you're hiding things, but really like they're just not asking. Your words have a profound impact on humankind. Like you're a very strong communicator, and like what you say to people like genuinely does impact them. That's the thing. Like it genuinely impacts them. Very genuinely. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not even like looking at these, but I'm like, I don't even know what's happening right now, to be quite honest with you. That might be how people feel around you. They're like, I don't even know what's happening, but I'm here. You are untamed. You're wild. You love finding yourself in like strange places, like waking up in Vegas, or like, I don't even know, like you're just like, all right, didn't think I would be here, but I'm enjoying it. You might be the person that like goes like on like adventures by yourself, like you go backpacking alone, or like on some sort of like, you know, find myself type of journey, because you like to take the unbeaten path. You like to go the way that other people wouldn't think to go, because that you inspire people to go that way. And that's why like I love you. That's why everyone around you loves you, because you highlight the differences in like people and in different ways of doing things, and how it's okay. Like, and you're very smart. Like you get people thinking. Like you really challenge people's thoughts. You challenge my thoughts if I know you personally, or if we do ever meet. You give people the best nights of their life. So maybe like that could be friendship, or that could be like sexual. And people might have like sleepless nights, like thinking about you, or like thinking about like what happened to you, and you might have a lot of sleepless nights. You might like overthink, because you probably have an air sign moon, or like you're probably an Aquarius. I don't know. You're committed to living your best life. You like see that like your happiness is your destiny. You might have a lot of lucky streaks, like good things just seem to happen to you, and people are just like, what, how did you win the lottery and win a free cruise? Like something like that. Your exes still hit you up. Like people can't forget you. You're unforgettable. People are like still committed to you. Like once people love you, there's really no turning back. You're kind of all over the place, but like somehow you still have like your shit together, like, and it doesn't make any sense, and people are just bewildered by it, but like it encourages them, and that's also a part of why they love you. Like you're just an enigma. You have a very poetic existence. You might be a poet yourself, or like a songwriter, or drawing, pottery, metal making, jewelry making. I don't know. You're very productive. Like you are very, very, very productive. You might like share quotes on Instagram, or like Twitter, or Pinterest. People don't mess with you, because like when you fight, you battle with venom. Like you're going to sting. Like fighting with you does sting. You might have a heavy Scorpio influence in your chart. You're very conscious of the way you affect others. You're very analytical. You definitely like watch people and see the way that you affect them and the way you impact them. You will climb any mountain to get what you want. Like you don't care what it takes, you're going to do it. Because you, my friend, you, my dear friend, are a fighter. Like you're a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna starve. I'm gonna work harder. Yeah, you're not gonna give up. Never gonna give you up. That's what your exes are to you. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna. Okay, you've got like a YOLO spirit. Like you're very like YOLO. Yeah. like like you might have like used hashtag YOLO in like the 7th grade. Like you might have really liked that phrase back then. Like you only live once. That's the motto. We say YOLO and everybody every day, every day. You might like Drake, or you might have your name might be Drake, or like you might like dragons. I've said that in every pile so far, so I like dragons. That might just be it. Or like your favorite character might be like in Harry Potter might be like Malfoy, Draco, whoever that guy is, the like blonde one, Draco Malfoyus. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okay, now let me pick a piece of art. Oh, and I already told you the song that I channeled for you, so never mind. Woo! Hashtag YOLO and my Okay, now I'm like seeing that like meme from like a year ago, like let me drive the boat. Yeah, that feels like your vibe. You're just kind of like woo, wild, fun. Okay, this is my dragon egg drawing. You're very abundant, like, oh my gosh, colors of the wind. This is like a colorful flower petal type thing with like a dragon egg in the middle. Like, you're hatching something. People feel like you're always like hatching a scheme. You're very schemy. But people just love how colorful your outer shell is, and how they just can't wait to crack you open and see like what's inside, and like just how like optimistic maybe you are, or just how intriguing you are. Like people just love how intriguing you are. People love to think about you. You're very confusing. You're an enigma. Like I said, you're just a confusing person. And you want to know why you're a confusing person? Let's look at the tarot. Because you're extremely intuitive. You're the high priestess or high priest. Like, you're extremely intuitive. You might like strawberries. You might be a very good writer, just in general. The world, you might be a little bit stubborn, but you're just like, you've got a big personality. Like, you are very confident. You push forward without stopping. You fly high with the courage of an eagle and the perspective of an eagle. You're definitely earth, fire, and air. Not a lot of water going on here. Yeah, you're people's world. You're the center of their world, or you make people feel like they're the center of your world. You're very good with people. Like, you're a very good people person. In the world, like, the world is at your feet. Like, people feel like you can do anything. You're a lot of people's wishes. You might really like birds. You might like listen to bird noises to fall asleep, or like go on like mindfulness walks. You might like wine or grapes. People just feel like you're building a castle for yourself. Like, you might really like to watch the sunrise and the sunset. Your people's wish come true, or you make people's wishes come true. Okay, and then we also have the Hanged Man, which is all about perspective. You've got a very unique, interesting perspective. You're very watchful. Like, you're very observant. And that's why people love you. You notice the little things. And then we've got the reversed Knight of Cups. People also love you because they can't always tell how you're thinking or you're feeling. Like, you may not express your emotions a lot, but it adds like an air of mystery to you. People really like that mystery. That's why they can't give you up, because like they just want to figure you out. And you're just like sitting there laughing like, good luck with that. You're very smart. Like, you're very intellectual. Because we literally have the starfish. Like, not only are you a star, you might really like stars, astronomy, constellations, astrophysics, metaphysics, quantum physics. You might be really into science. And yeah, I mean, the starfish, like, this is one of the most intelligent species alive, one of the oldest species alive. Like, You are very intelligent. And like you might be like the star of your classes, like in high school or even in college or elementary school. Like you were like the one that always got like gold stars next to your name or like on your papers, like you're an A student, like you work very hard, like you're just very smart, like people want to hear what you have to say. And then we literally have the stingray, like you are literally all-knowing, like you're omniscient, like you just are. And you might sting people a little bit, but like they kind of like it. It's like, whoa! like a shock, like hurt so good. Come on, baby, let it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. Gonna hurt so good. Okay, yes, and then the 2 chakra cards I pulled for you were both third eye, your 6th chakra. You're very mindful and knowledgeable. You recognize a great deal of knowledge and information comes to you in the form of intuition and hypersensitive feelings. You use your intellect combined with your intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical and spiritual viewpoint. You might be extremely philosophical. Pocahontas might be your favorite Disney movie, or like you might be Native American and like really against that Disney movie, or like you might have like really strong opinions about Pocahontas, the Disney movie. You aim to understand the truth behind situations that come your way because it helps you respond with wisdom. You cultivate positive beliefs about life, yourself, and others. It's beautiful. Very knowledgeable. Like you're very wise. Like people probably like ask you to solve their problems a lot. You might like psychedelics. Mindfulness. You're aware of your thoughts and you ask yourself, are they uplifting and are they true? You do this because you know that your thoughts significantly affect your mental, emotional, and physical health, because you know that your body believes everything that you believe. You know that you're not in control of all situations that come your way, and you're not in control of what others do and say, but you do have free will as to how you respond. So you choose to respond to situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. You're very spiritual. You might be a life path 9. Oh, I already said that, huh? You might be like a 90s kid. Like Rugrats. I don't know why I'm thinking about Rugrats. Okay. Then we also have 3 crystal cards. We've got the Rainbow Aura Quartz, Aura Healing Magic Universal Light. You've got enhanced healing power properties and you amplify that into other people's energetic field. You heal human energy fields by like bringing the rainbow to them. You're a wonderful companion for astral projection and out-of-body experiences. Psychedelics, like I said, you might be like people's trips that are a lot. You're able to match like the vibe of anyone around you, and like you're able to like help people like release their energetic blocks to speak. You live your life in color. You might have a lot of Mars influence, or like you might really like Mars, like, or Martians in general. Okay, then we've also got the hematite. You might have your Saturn in Aries or Aquarius, or you might be an Aquarius or an Aries, or have that influence. You're grounding, you have a magnetic pull, and you're focused. You've got a magnetism that is sky high. People are drawn to you. You absorb negative emotions and you create strong energetic boundaries. You're an authoritarian force that releases self-imposed limitations. You're powerful, you're grounded, you activate your root chakra, and you pull toxicity out from your aura and other people's auras. You cleanse blood in the body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. You might know a lot about blood. You might donate blood a lot. You give people an extra boost, honestly. Like, you're just what they needed. Like, if they run into you at the grocery store, they're like, this is just what I needed. You might be a Gemini, or you might have Gemini in your 12th house, or in Pluto. Blue spinal. You're persistent. You've got a fresh perspective. You're reviving. You revive to keep alive, and you revive others to keep them alive. You bring new energy to stagnant parts of your life and people's lives, from inside your body to the world outside. You have a strong backbone, sense of self. Oh my gosh, I was saying that earlier. you stand tall despite any challenges you may face. You might be a bit of a workaholic, um, or you might have been in the past, but you ease people's stress and anxiety, and you instill a renewed sense of resolution in people's minds. You know that you can make it into the end if you put your mind to that, if you put your mind to it, and that inspires people. You provide a fresh perspective to reset and rejuice people. Like, people feel very like revitalized, like reborn in your energy. Like imagining like a baptism by fire and a baptism by water. Okay. Now I'm gonna make you a little poem. I am taking out like the words that I don't know. Because this is like a music thing. Like, I don't know what a clef is, but maybe you know what a clef is. Okay. Life makest each soul perform to fill fast with color life makest each soul perform to fill fast with color. And that's why people love you. You fill them fast with color, the color of the winds. Can you paint with all the colors of the winds? People feel like you know everything. Oh, I already said that. You're omniscient. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. Comment down below anything that like made sense to you or really resonated. Like, subscribe, check out some other videos if you'd like. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much, and I hope you know that you are dearly loved. I just like feel how like you're just interesting. Like, I love you because you're interesting. You would probably really stimulate my mind. Like, I would want to have a lot of conversations with you. So like, hit me up, let's converse. Let's exchange ideas. Let's paint with all the colors of the wind. Thank you. I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Bye for now.